This is the Brahmasthan of Michigan, the exact center of the state. We're going to go perform our Transcendental Meditation and TM-Sindhi program with yogic flying and come back right away with our experiences.
Well, a few hours ago, we were at the Brahmasthan, standing on the actual Brahmasthan of Michigan, which includes the upper and lower peninsula. So it's kind of off center from the glove, but it is officially the modern calculation, the modern formula that determined the exact geographical center of Michigan. And I have to say, Michigan has been a really fascinating visit for us. We got caught up at this powerful spot north of the Brahmasthan, which is the conjunction of Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, and Lake Huron, Mackinac Island. And the power of that water was palpable. And I was really amazed by it. But the thing that links it all together is on the other side of the lake. Is it the other side of the lake? Yes. The other side of the lake is Wisconsin. And we went to the Brahmasthan, Wisconsin before that. So we went to the center of Wisconsin, to this triangle at the top with all the lakes blended together. I-75 is up there with the big bridge, famous. Yeah. And the Mackinac Island is famous too. So very powerful. A lot of trains, a lot of activity up that way. A lot of indigenous history also. And it's very close to Canada. So we came down to the center of Michigan. And one thing I noticed was that everywhere we went, it was misty and gray and overcast and everything, and we'd be there for a few hours and the sun would come out. And it was beautiful until we left again. When we left Mackinac area, it was beautiful, and then we started packing the car and it started to rain. So, I think that's kind of interesting. And because it's so consistent, it happens almost every time.
Yeah. Every time we travel, we seem to have good weather. Maybe it's because we try to do a good intent by going to the exact center of the state, the hollow part of the state, the hollowness of the Bunyan seed, where there's nothing there, but yet everything came from it, everything. And so this time we come down here to Michigan, and we wake up. Cadillac, Michigan, a few miles north of Cadillac, Michigan. We're in a nice hotel.
Just a few miles.
So I wake up today, and Jane's wearing her maize and blue. The Michigan colors, maize and blue. Coincidentally, the colors of the University of Michigan. Now, I'm from Ohio. I'm wearing scarlet. And so what a contrast that Jane spontaneously picked maize and blue, and doesn't she look great in those colors? So here we are. The theme for Michigan during meditation. It is so incredibly beautiful here. It might be my favorite state. I think, like Jane says, it's the water. The water kind of tones everything. But so now we're at the center of the state doing long meditation, long program. Just got done. Really, really dynamic. Very peaceful. It's a real thing. I've meditated many places. I've meditated on the sides of states, down under there, everywhere, anywhere you can think of. We've meditated. When you're at that center. You don't have to be exactly on that grain of sand. The idea is that right in there. So we go to the nearest hotel, nearest good Vastu hotel, or close to the good
if
Vastu,
possible.
and we a few miles away, close as possible. And
Good Vastu for me means clean.
we do our long program, and we're nervous, but we do it, and I just got happy again. I got happy, and I thought I was thinking, Michigan is such a great state. It's so great. Well, besides, the theme of Michigan, it's pure Michigan. That's their theme.
Is that their slogan? Pure Michigan?
Pure Michigan.
I guess they don't have any smokestacks anymore since the auto industry went away.
But the dynamics in the middle, this is one of my favorite spots, period, of all states. Now, the Brahmasthan of New York State was pretty awesome, too. That's another story. But this Brahmasthan of Michigan is cool. It is really cool. And that's why anybody can get up here, comes up here and wants to stay here. So, anything else?
Well, not really. It just seems like everything's getting very lively on the level of people becoming aware of consciousness itself. Consciousness becoming conscious. And Maharishi used to talk about that 50 years ago. Consciousness becoming consciousness. I think it was tape 8 on the Science of Creative Intelligence course that we all took back in the day. So I recommend you take that course if you can. Call up Maharishi International University and find out when they're going to be giving that course again. It's 33 lessons. Call it the 33 lesson SCI. I'd recommend that. You don't have to do TM, but the knowledge of the Veda and the basic concepts of the science of creative intelligence are so clear in that course, and Maharishi's really good at giving it. And he was young and handsome then too.
So here's a little experiment you can do at home, no matter where you are, what state you're in, Arizona, California, Georgia. You can find the latitude and longitude of each geographic center of each state. It's on Wikipedia.
You should put the website on the...
Maybe I should.
We'll embed that.
There's a modern calculations using sophisticated mathematical means that updates the historic.
Based on the real geological surveys.
So you could drive up to the center of your state and test this out. Test this out. Is there not a really, really lively dynamism flowing out when you did your rested long program? And were you not upbeat and kind of optimistic and almost euphoric? Test it out. We're at 11 for 11 now. We're 11 for 11 of filming right away and having fantastic experiences. Anything else, Jane?
No, I'm good.
Okay, thank you very much.